Hello everyone. Welcome to the Operation Practice part of HCSA CCTV certification. In today's course we will lead you to practice CCTV system deployment and master the basic and some advanced settings on CCTV devices. Well, let's see the course contents of this course. First of all, we will introduce to you about the network and analog system building, to check what kinds of devices we have in analog and network CCTV system, how to deploy them. Then, on the basis of network CCTV devices, we will show the basic and advanced function configuration to help you master the device operation on site. So you may ask, how about the analog device configuration? The Turbo HD cameras are easily to be used, just plug and play, and the DVR's configuration is much similar to the configuration on NVRs. At the last chapter, we will introduce some basic operation on Hikvision app, cause it is widely used for our end users to management the whole CCTV devices on their mobile phone. Next, let's check the training objectives of our course. We hope you can master the Turbo HD and network CCTV system cabling and connection, be familiar with CCTV device setup and basic configuration, and know about the basic configuration on mobile app. Here comes the first chapter, system building. We will introduce to you about the Turbo HD system topology, cables and system connection. Network system topology, cables and system connection. Besides, we will introduce some accessories and installation instruction. Here you can see the topology of Turbo HD CCTV system. We have analog cameras, which are connected to the DVRs via the coaxial cables. And the DVR has output interfaces to access to the monitor, so we can check the video of the analog channels. And as we have introduced to you in the Turbo HD product course, that Hikvision DVRs has the accessibility to connect the IP cameras to itself as well. So as you can see that in the hybrid system topology, we can add both analog cameras and IP cameras to the DVRs. The CVBS and HDTVI signals can be transmitted via coaxial cables. The digital signals are transmitted via network cables. Next, we will introduce to you about the transmission ability of different kinds of coaxial cables. First thing first, we need to know what kinds of standard coaxial cables are widely used. There are UTP Cat5e, RG59 and RG6 cables. The coaxial cables can prevent the signal transmission from environment disturbances, like high voltage and strong magnetic. We can compare the transmission distance of these three cables. During transmitting the video stream with 1 megapixel resolution, UTP Cat5e cables can get to 500 meters, RG59 cable can get to 1000 meters, while RG6 is up to 1200 meters. When the cables are transmitting video streams with resolution over 2 megapixels, the UTP Cat5e cable is up to 400 meters, RG59 cable is up to 700 meters, while RG6 cable is up to 800 meters. This is the physical view of Hikvision Turbo HD analog system cabling between the camera and DVR. The connector as shown is called BNC. So once access the camera to the DVR, just plug in the head into the other side, and make sure it is being locked correctly. And for analog system, once finished cabling and powering, we will get the video live view directly from the DVR monitor without camera adding. Then let's recognize the network system topology. We're used to connect the IP cameras and NVRs to the switch, so that we can use the NVRs to manage the IP channels. Since the DVRs can be connected to the switch too, so we can combine the Turbo HD system and IP system together and use the central management platform like IVMS 4200, or Hik Connect to manage the whole CCTV system. So the main devices in IP CCTV system are IP camera, NVRs and the connection and transmission cable, network cables. We usually use the Cat5e and Cat6 cable for PoE transmission. The transmission distance is up to 250 meters. This is the physic view of network system connection. Here we show the PoE connection solution. The NVR has the PoE ports to connect the camera to itself via network cable. There is no need to connect extra power supply cable for IP cameras. For Hikvision PoE plug and play function, you need to make sure the IP camera is in inactive status, or set as the same password of the PoE NVRs. Besides, we need to confirm that we need to use the PoE NVRs for support the IPC PO plug and play function. When we don't have the PoE cameras and NVRs, the camera accesses to the NVR via network cable, and requires for an extra power supply. This is about the DVR, NVR internal HDD wiring. As you can see from this picture, we need to wire the HDD to the mainboard of the NVR and DVR via two cables. One is power cable and another one is data cable for data transmission. Only both two cables are wired correctly. The HDD in the NVR and DVR can work normally. For the IP cameras models support TF card, there is a slot in the camera. Just unscrew the shield and insert the SD card. And there's another small tips. Normally, for Hikvision IP cameras support TF card slot, there will be a reset button nearby. So you can try the physical device reset by long press the button if necessary. Then we need to know how to make the waterproof protection for our cameras, cause if the camera is installed with request of waterproof or a high humidity environment, except for the camera itself, but also use the waterproof cap and duct tape correctly to ensure the reliability of wiring. Here we give an sample picture to show how to use the waterproof cap and duct tape. Please take it as an example, when you also need to make the waterproof protection for wiring. Next, bracket installation. To adapt with different installation environment, Hikvision provides different types of bracket. For example, in ceiling mount, we can use for concealing installation, corner mount, we can use for the wall corner site. Okay, we have introduced the system building, then let's move to the device setup part. In this part we will introduce to you about 4 main contents: device activation, password reset, basic settings on NVR GUI 5.0 and advanced settings on NVR GUI 5.0. First of all, let's check how to activate the cameras and NVRs. We can use the SADP tool to activate the devices. Step 1. Select the inactive device. Step 2. Input the password to activate it. Please go to the Hikvision official website to get the SADP tool setup package. Or we can try to log in the device web client to activate it. Input the address 192.168.1.64 on the web browser. Then log in the web client to activate device. If you can activate the NVR on GUI. Let's check this small demo video on GUI 5.0. First thing first, we need to set the language and password of the NVR. Then finish the quick configuration by wizard on GUI of NVR. We can set the time, network, HDDs, device access and Heat Connect service in the GUI wizard. When have activated the NVR, we can use it to activate the IP camera on NVR GUI. Here we also give a demo video to show the IP camera activation operation on GUI 5.0. If we connect the inactive IPC and the NVR in the same network segment, you will find the inactive IP camera in the online device list in the page of device access on GUI 5.0. We can select the inactive device in the list. then click the One Touch Active button. You just need to input the password so that you can activate the IP camera on the GUI 5.0. Okay, now, we have got the device active, then we need to know how to reset the password. Hikvision provides 4 ways of self-service password reset. Reset by verifying by account, reset by security questions, reset by reversed email, and reset by GUID file. Let's check the basic steps of password reset via account verification. The prerequisite of this method is the device has been added to the Hik Connect or Hik Partner Pro account. Step 1. Go to the Forget Password page and select Verify by Hik Connect app. Step 2. Log into the Hik Connect or Hik Partner Pro account that your device is tied to, and scan the QR code on your device. Then you will get a verification code. Step 3. Enter the verification code. Step 4. Create a new password for your device. Method 2 of self-password reset, via reserved email. The prerequisite is that a reserved email address has been set up by the user. Step 1. Go to the Forget Password page and select the reserved email as the resetting method. Step 2. Log into the Hik Connect or Hik Partner Pro account that your device is tied to, and scan the QR code on the password reset page. You will then receive a verification code. Then enter the received code and create a new password. Method 3. Reset password via security questions. If you want to use this method to reset the password for your device, you need to confirm that you have set the security questions for your device. Step 1. Go to the Forget Password page and select a preset security question. Step 2. Enter the correct answer. Then you can create a new password. Last method for self-password reset is via GUID file. To use this method you need to export and save the GUID file from the device. Step 1. Go to the Forget Password page and select GUID file verification from the drop-down list. Step 2. Import the GUID file. Then you can create a new password for your device. If you cannot finish the self-password resetting by yourself, you can also ask the Hikvision support to help reset the password of your device. The prerequisite of this method is the Hikvision devices can be detected on the same LAN. Step 1. Export the XML file, QR code, or password reset string of the devices. Step 2. Send the XML file, QR code, or password reset string, along with the device label snapshot, to the Hikvision support team and wait for reply from the Hikvision support. Step 3. Enter the code or import the XML file you receive from Hikvision. Then you can create a new password for your device. Okay, now you have known how to reset password for your device. Then let's move to the parameter and function settings on device. First of all, let's set the time of the device. Okay, when we log into the GUI 5.0, to set the time of the device, we need to go to the system settings, select the system configuration. You can find the basic information settings, time settings, etc. In the system settings we can also finish the network settings for the device. Here we give the snapshot demo on GUI 5.0. Here we give a demo video to show how to add the IP cameras to the NVR. Here we show 2 methods to add the IPC to NVR on GUI 5.0. Online device quick adding and manually adding. We can find the IP camera we want to add in the online device list, select the IP camera and click Quick Add. Enter the password of the IP camera and save. You will find the IP camera has been successfully added to the NVR. Second method, we can manually add the IPC to the NVR. To add the IPC manually, you need to get the IP camera's address in advance. Click the Add button, then input all the basic information of the IP camera. You can find the IP camera has been added to the NVR successfully. Well, we have added the IP camera to the NVR. Then we need to do some display settings of the video channels. Enter the menu, go to the device access page. Then go to the device configuration. You can find we can set the display settings for all the video device, like image settings, exposure time, day, night switch, backlight and image enhancement. If you need to set the encoding parameters of the IP channel, like frame, video encoding type, and the video bitrate, you can go to the device access page, find the device configuration, you will find the video parameter settings. Here you can select the camera, and set the frame, encoding type and bitrate of the camera. Then we need to know how to set a video recording schedule on GUI of NVR for a camera. Let's check the configuration video on GUI 5.0. Well, we need to go to the storage management page on GUI 5.0. Then we can select the camera we want to set the recording schedule for it. Here are the record schedule drop-down list, and the schedule plan. Of course, you can customize a template for a specific channel. Click Configure Template, draw the customized schedule. You can also enable some advanced settings for the record. Okay, the last part of basic configuration is local upgrading. Once we want to upgrade the firmware for the device, you can go to System Maintenance on GUI 5.0 and find the local upgrade part. Select the upgrade file you have saved on the USB flash and click Upgrade. That's the way we finish the local upgrade on NVR GUI. Okay, we have shown the basic configuration on NVR GUI. Next we need to introduce to you about some advanced settings on GUI 5.0. First of all, let's start from enabling the Hikvision service. Just like I mentioned at the very beginning of this course, we will introduce how to use Hikvision app to manage the CCTV devices, so that we need to know how to enable the HC service on GUI of NVR. Go to the System Settings, find the Network option. Then you will see the Hikvision option. Here you need to enable the service, then bind the NVR to your Hikvision account. Follow the wizard shown in this page. You can take the snapshot we gave here for the reference. If you remember that we have introduced the VCA functions that our CCTV devices support, now we will show how to configure it on GUI 5.0. First of all, we need to configure the VCA functions. We need to go to the Event Center on GUI. Here we take the line crossing function in perimeter protection as an example. Enable the VCA function we need. Then we need to draw the VCA rules in the image scene. Remember we have introduced how to draw a line crossing rule in the Smart Function module of our certification. Set the sensitivity threshold. If the camera, NVR or DVR support false alarm filter, which means the device support the Motion Detection 2.0 or the AccuSense technology, you can select the target type as human or vehicle here. Then you just need to set the arming schedule, set the customized schedule for this line crossing rule. And then set the linkage method of this line crossing event and save it. We have Notification Security Center, Alarm pop-up window, triggering a buzzer, sending an email and audio alarm as the linkage methods. Till now, we have finished a VCA function setting on the GUI 5.0. Now if you have an NVR and camera under your hands, please follow my leading and try to set a perimeter protection function for the encoding channel. Okay, after knowing how to set a VCA function for an encoding channel, let's check how to set an alarm input on GUI. The alarm input also belongs to the events, so we need to configure it in the Event Center as well. We can see there is an option called as Alarm Input Event. Select the alarm input number, which means the physical alarm input interfaces on our devices. For example, here we try to edit the local 1 alarm input. We can set the alarm input name, processing method, alarm type and set the arming schedule, enable the linkage method we need. After the alarm input, we need to know how to set the alarm output on GUI. The alarm input we can consider it as an event which will trigger the arming recording or the linkage method of devices. The alarm output is mostly like a linkage method of our device. So we need to configure it in the linkage configuration. Find the alarm output page. Here we can see the alarm output number, which means the physical alarm output interfaces on the device. We can also edit the alarm output name, output mode like delay mode or pulse mode, the alarm type and the arming schedule. So when we set an alarm output, we can set it as a linkage method in the VCA settings. Okay, we have talked about the event configuration on GUI. Now let's introduce the advanced configuration about the storage. First of all is our HDD storage mode. Our NVR supports to set the HDDs in group or quota mode, to efficient organize the storage space, and allocate the storage files. We have introduced what the HDD group and HDD quota in the NVR introduction module, so now we just show where we can set it on the GUI. You need to go to the storage management on the GUI 5.0, then you can find the storage mode option. Here we can set the HDD in quota mode or group mode. If you remember that we have mentioned that our NVR has a lot of functions to protect the data security and the HDD healthy. So we can enable different functions in advanced settings in storage management. Here we show the HDD sleeping mode settings, overwriting setting, saving camera VCA data. You can enable the functions according to the requirements on site. Now I want to show something new on GUI 5.0. First is the multi-type playback. Let's check the demo video. First, normal playback. We can check the recordings by filtering the date to check the corresponding videos and use the multi-speed playback to efficiently playback the videos. If the device supports false alarm filtering, we can also playback the videos by different targets. Second, event playback. We can only focus on the event videos in the event playback page. Next, slice playback. In the slice playback we can precisely check the video slices in a minute, an hour, a day, which improves the playback efficiency. Last one is the sub-period playback. We can select a specific start time and end time of a day and check the video playback in this sub-period. After playback, we need to show the video Smart Search on GUI 5.0. Let's check the video of Smart Search on GUI 5.0. On GUI 5.0 we can search by video files, set the time period and channel. To search all the video files match the filtering conditions. We can search the captured pictures. Search by different events. Search by targets. Only search by human targets or only search by vehicle target. All the search results can be exported to the local. Then let's check the ANR function enabling on GUI 5.0. Remember, we have mentioned about it in the recording schedule. When we finish the recording schedule settings, we can set some advanced functions, which includes a NR function. Just need to remember, if you want to use the ANR function of NVR, you need to confirm that there is an SD card in cameras. Last function we need to show is about the virtual host function on NVR. The virtual host function needs to be enabled on the web client of device. Go to the device access page, and click the More button. You will find the virtual host configuration. Just enable it. Okay, that's all for the basic and advanced settings for CCTV system on GUI 5.0. What's more, we need to how to use the Hikvision app to manage the CCTV system. First of all, where can we get the app Hikvision? Here we give two options. Download it from the Hikvision official website. We have the Hikvision App Store. You will find the Hikvision 6.0 in the App Store. Or you can go to the Hikvision web portal to get the app client download. When we downloaded the app, how to start to use it and add the CCTV devices on the Hikvision app. We have the 3-step quick start process. Register an account. Enable HC access via SADP, device local GUI, device web page, and HC app. Then add the devices to the Hikvision. Here we give the specific steps for basic operation on HC app. To create account, Step 1, agree the agreement. Step 2, select the region and country. Step 3, type email or phone number to register. Step 4, type security code to verify account. Step 5, check the security code in your email or SMS message. Then you can manage your devices on Hikvision app. Then let's try to add devices to Hikvision account. Step 1, click Add Device. Step 2, select the device adding mode. Here we choose Scan QR code as an example. Use your Hikvision app to scan the QR code on the label of your device. Enter the device verification code. Then you will find the device has been added to the Hikvision account successfully. If you want to share your devices to other users of HC, you can follow the steps below. Step 1, click Share button in the device list in HC. Step 2, choose Share with User. Then type the email or phone number or scan the QR code to share with other users. When we use sharing devices by QR code, we have two options. First, use the target Hikvision account to scan the device QR code to get it shared. Second option, scan the QR code of the Hikvision account to share the device to it. You can choose the way you like to share the device to other users by QR code. Well, we have got the CCTV devices added on the Hikvision account. So what kinds of functions and applications can we use on HC? First thing first, live view and playback. On Hikvision, we can check the video channel's live view, and switch it to the playback to check the video recording of the channel. If we have set event or VCA functions for the video channel, we can receive the notifications when the events were triggered. The notifications include event notification and call. We can check the live view and playback historical event videos if they have been stored in device HDD via clicking the notification term. Well, that's the basic functions we can use on Hikvision for video security applications. Hope you can try them on your own Hikvision account. That's all contents for the CCTV system building and device setup. We will see you soon.